Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this special edition of Coffee House, aptly named Smoothie House. Today, we have our special comedian performer, David Mann.
Meg?
It's not playing.
It's not playing, Meg?
It's not playing.
That's okay, I can play, Meg. Thank you, Meg. I want to first thank Megan. She's been putting up with my ass for the past hour and a half of me going, oh God, is this going to be funny? So, please. I'm okay with your opinions, really. This is why I'm here, because I would not be here had someone graciously have, well, beaten my ass clean at a stand-up comedy thing. Mr. Taylor Phelps? He's the savvy gentleman in the tie and the shirt in the back, with all the other SMS people.
His life is sad. Yeah.
Can I get the house lights up?
What? Sorry, what?
No.
What do you mean, what? How hard? You just had them on. Like, what is this? Like, they don't turn on when the stage lights are on.
Whoa!
Down there.
What?
Down
You
there,
don't
down here.
control. Meg doesn't control. We have to like walk around and turn on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's good enough, right, Mara? All right, so I used to run program at a Boy Scout camp, and feeling kind of nervous. And what I would do is I would try to get everyone participating in what I'm doing, instead of awkwardly standing up here and yammering at you for an hour, half an hour, 45 minutes. I was told 6 different times here. So I'm gonna need, let's see, John, did you bring your sticks?
Yeah, I did.
And come your ass up here. John and Laura, everybody. Someone who's sitting on that back wall who's feeling rather advantageous. Actually, anyone who's sitting in the back there who's feeling rather advantageous.
Gina, do you want to?
Anybody? No, somebody's got to come up here.
Esther wants to.
Come on. Are we just going to start naming names of people who can...
I choose you!
Tom Broley, come on up here. And I need one more brave person who's sitting on this General Maria. Mr. Matt Dupre, Way to pick only males, and then let's see. I need someone to help me sing up here on stage. And you want to welcome me? Get up here and sing. Equal opportunity of that. So, now I'm gonna need all of your collective imaginations right now. Everyone got theirs?
Done.
Put it over your head. If you got it. All right, so we're running off like 4% power. All right, good enough. John, do you see that? Do you see the drum kit up here?
Yes, I do.
You do, because I don't. But if you do, play it. I cannot play that drum kit. Tom, I annoy the hell out of you in our room every week playing this. Would you like a pick or not pick?
No pick.
No pick. He's gonna finger it. Buy a drink first. Do not buy my electrical instrument and drink. Her name is Mr. Guitar. I didn't name it, but my girlfriend did. Now you, sir, have the very personal job. You have to play all of the solos in the coming song. tell you that because I've tried to play this myself. There you go. No one is plugging anything in. All of you have lyric sheets, correct? Or with lyric sheets within grabbing distance? Alright, rule number 1. Anytime I say affirmative, you are going to give me a proud and loud yes because you are here! Do you have lyric sheets? Yeah! That is close enough to what I wanted. And Lindsay. Mrs. Heckler? Yeah, you have to come stand up here near the microphone. Okay, Tom? Now right, use your own. Don't be those people in chorus line standing out of their spots. It was a fantastic show, by the way. I'm just saying, but it was really funny watching someone go, white! It was awesome. As someone who didn't get on the show. I didn't even audition, right? And because no one makes a bigger fool than me, I have gone to Alexis, and I said, what can I do to make myself look like an idiot?
He's Hagrid!
This was a raccoon, formerly. It donated its flat fur. We didn't skin it. Thank you, all you nature freaks out there. So, we've got the hair for metal. We've got the obnoxious creeper indoor glasses. And one glove. We've got a gentleman who doesn't know. We have a band that has no idea what song is coming. Who's ready? Yeah! Excellent, because I'm not very good at singing, and most of you aren't, but I know some of you can. Megan, are you ready?
No.
No?
Yes, I am.
Will you be ready within some time of meowish? That's gonna need to get turned up. People are gonna be singing along. I wanna be the very best. You know what it was. That stand is my real best. The train that meets my call. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Putting on the Lord's hand, the power that's inside. I got to me. I know it's my destiny. Because I can. So one more time, on the thundering bass, Mr. Tom Barone.
Yes! Yes!
The drum kit that wasn't John and Laura. The guitar solo that didn't fall flat like Kiss, Matt O'Brien. And the heckler that got hers, Lindsay Mann! Now leave.
I'm going back this route.
By the way, I'm taking all the residuals from the recording. You're all out. Now. Whoever trusts when this video hits YouTube, Ivy's gonna be calling me. She's like, I want the guitar back. No. I will start off that when I looked on this stage and saw so many things, I knew that it was going to be very, very. Can you hear me in the back?
Yes! Yes!
Who are the awkward people jammed into that hallway? Come out here. Everyone stare at them until they move out. These people in this like artery clogged area. Seriously, my God, be a part of the audience. Just because you came late doesn't mean I can't make fun of you.
Now she's fired!
No, that's me. I don't even know her. I, in fact, am going to give you a job. Your job is to laugh tonight. Can you do that?
I got it.
Yes!
Still fired!
Apparently you're still fired by his standards, but that's okay because I've got you. Dave Mann health plan, I don't know what's going on. That joke ran out of steam before it came out of my mouth. All right, but to get back on track, so I saw all this stuff around stage, and I remembered the first time I did stand-up on my own. It was me dragging like 6 of my friends from Morrisville. I was like, hey man, I gotta do an art project, can you help me? And they're all not from like performing schools, so they're like, he's gonna read something or other. What it was me being very brave and trying to record a half an hour worth of stand-up on a camera that recorded 10-minute segments. So what happened was the camera would be recording, and because it was over there, so everyone got this awkward side view of me. So every 10 minutes, what you don't see is what you'll start to see, because I edited it out, was you'll see me start to turn to the camera. What you didn't see was, okay, and there's only like 4 people in the audience, and none of them got any of my jokes, even when I made fun of them. So there was that. But I had all of these things. I know, no one laughs at me. That's okay. Well, life goes on.
I love it.
If everybody was, I know you do, Tom. Thank you. I love that. He laughs at me all the time. I wake up, I hit my head on something. He's like, ah, idiot. Must be an adventure. All right. So this set was literally a microphone stand, a bunch of pieces of paper I'd scribbled on, which is illegible when you're trying to like, all right, funny jokes. And you're just writing things, and it looked like I was jumping on a trampoline. So all the letters were like this big. So I'm trying to tell jokes, and I'm like, then the dog went. Oh, fuck it, none of you were listening. So I realized after recording this that the only thing that I had been standing near was this stool. And I had orbited that stool for about an hour, and I had gone around it like 600 times, and none of my friends were like, hey, stop that! Not a single one of them. They watch me talking, and all I'm doing is this. I'm just walking around the stool, catching myself on the mic, and some people enjoy that. Some people are like, huh, get it? What? Actor with habits. So, next part of this activity, and some people that went to the camp that I used to run, Curtis S. Reed Scott Reservation, remember one person? All right, I feel bad for you! So, the one person knows about this is coming. Can everyone take out their cell phones? Because everyone's got one, including your smartphones and your iPhones, because they're not cell phones. What if you forgot yours? Then steal one of your friends. Actually, you, sir, can hold on to mine. Now, I want you all to hold up the phones and turn the screen on. Oh, some of you have some rinkety-ass phones. Ooh, I feel bad for you. My phone's a POC, but at least mine lights up. All right, now I want you to take the phone and touch it to the person to your left. And
I don't got one.
And to your right. If you don't, touch the wall. Now the person behind you, or the thing behind you. Now the person in front of you. Now hold the phone. Yes, this is not inappropriate. Now hold the phone directly up again. Now that you've connected with all the people that matter for the next hour, turn them off. Seriously.
I see what you did there.
We used to do that with flashlights, which was great because you have like point it left, kids would go out. Not at the people you're a future. Speaking of hitting myself in the face with a microphone, I did that once and it busted me open. So I'm like bleeding and I'm telling jokes about how I'm mentally stable, but it doesn't seem like it, and I'm bleeding all over this thing. And I'm like, yes, so anyway. Anyone want some? I don't want to be greedy here, I can share. I also have a couple little things I want to do. Proper audience responses. I have two that we usually get. Which anytime you ask some people, like, what do you usually do when you're in an audience? Okay, all of you are fucking weird. Not the responses we were getting at the past laugh battles. What we got was, yay! And we'd ask questions like, so where are you from? Yeah! There's no response to that unless there is a yeah. Everyone turn their phones off, never mind. As I said, well, with a smartphone, look it up, but don't, please. So you have that, but I have picked out two, and they're theater department jokes, so those of you who don't have these teachers, bear with me, but you will like them in the end because a lot of people in this audience will, so I'm kind of pandering, because the people that went on Facebook and said, I'm going to go were theater people, so I was like, I'm going to tell theater jokes. Yeah! Not as funny for people who don't know what they are. So we have two very common responses. We have the J. Pecora, Please clap for him next time you see him do that in a performance. Like next time he goes, just be like, yes, Jay! Yes! You're participating! So there's the J. Pecora, I like that one because it makes me feel like I'm doing something right. And then there's the Todd Kennedy. Which is, yay! You can answer it to any question I have, but you also have to go like, yay! You have to add something like Spaz Toida that doesn't make any sense. But then upon reflection, like 2 years later, you're like, my God, he was right. That happens in his class a lot with me. He'll be like, it should be purple. And I'm like, I'm talking about people. And then I'll be later going over character design. I'm like, what color should I have this be? And all of a sudden you hear, it should be purple, it should be purple, it should be purple. And Todd's standing behind me. Don't you have kids? No! But seriously, I'm very fortunate to be here in Potsdam. No, don't woo. That's none of the two responses. It's yeah or I don't know. Seriously. Yes! So again, just being a theater person, I find a very big disconnect in average classes. Thank God. Because I was going to be like, being a theater person, I find a connection. I'm going to be like, I'm a biology major. I don't know what he's talking about. Like, I'll be sitting in class, and they'll be talking about this, and I'll be sitting there, like, turn to page 706. She'll never know what I'm doing. And, you have all these awkward moments. Can none of you people over there see me?
No.
Good. You have all those awkward moments where you get assignments. Who has ever had a class and they've had this moment in their head? Why the am I doing this? Yeah! This is working out so well. I already have arm movements and mm-hms. Too bad neither of them came. Aww. Yeah! That's okay. Yeah! But so I love having majors where I get here and I came from Morrisville, and if you haven't heard of Morrisville, good, because if you have, kill yourself. Seriously, if you don't ooh with that.
My sister's gonna go there.
It's a terrible place! I'm happy she didn't!
I'm happy she didn't go there.
It is just, you think Potsdam has nothing? That place, like literally when you get there, the people in the tour guides are like, and that's our academic building. And that concludes the tour. And I'm like, Mom, do I have to go here? Didn't get any other schools? My mom sounds like that, by the way. But Mom, I can just go to my local... Ow. You will not go to the local community college. Your father and I went there and look what happened. No, but seriously, they grew up, they had very successful children. No. But who here has acted in a production? Well, people can't choose, so they do both.
Probably the rule.
So I absolutely despise now going to shows. It's nothing against the shows I go to, but I have discovered that the seats in those audiences are not made for people who think that they know better than what's going on. They're not. I will sit there and I will be going, I could just 45 degrees on that light. Just move into your spotlight for the love of God! Oh, you people have too much fun already. And just I sit there in these seats, and if you watch me watch a show, that's partially why I feel bad when I always sit in the back, because I always like fidget. Like I can't sit still, because those seats are designed to like comfort those that want to just sit in a comfortable position, and not for the people that are like, are all those gels burnt out? Is that a light? Is that a Shakespeare in the middle of those source floors? Lighting bastard. And then you have like the people on stage, and you're like, I did that monologue better in auditions. You just wait till after the show. We're gonna go over and be like, how did you do? Can't dance on the show with a broken leg. No, but seriously, that was my audition for Murat Saad. Some of you laughed, because some of you were there, but a lot of you weren't, so I include it. Who saw Murat Saad? I'm happy there was not a because that is not a moment. It was a good show. I'm not putting it down, except that it was weird. But that's what we do here in Potsdam. We pick really obscure shows, and like the people who aren't in the theater majors go to them and they're like, "Do you understand this?" And everyone's like, "Let's leave at intermission." And everyone's like, "Yeah." So all you have left when you go for the curtain call is you're looking and you're like, "Kid in my theater class, and Jay." Like, those are the people that stay for these really weird shows, and I like them because you will never, ever see them done anywhere else and ever again, because somehow we dig these up. Like people, like companies are like, "Oh, what are the royalties for like Blues for Mr. Charlie?" They're free, just do it. Nobody does the show. I'm not sure if you're applauding me or the show, because that one was also good.
Yes, it was!
Yeah! But we pick these really weird shows, and there's no way to know how they're going to go, because our directors are just as obscure as the scripts themselves. So you get directions like, "What noise does your spirit animal make?" And I'm like, "Don, I'm a person in this show. I may be in a mental asylum, but I'm a person." Well, I'm French, so maybe not, but... Yes! But auditions for Murat Saad. For theater people, if you're nervous about your audition, don't ask your friends who are auditioning what they're doing. Because then you'll have what happened to me happen, possibly, or you're not dumb like I am and you won't. I asked my friend Jason Francie what he was doing, and he recited it to me. It was really good, and I really liked it. And then I went back to my room, and I was like, what am I going to do? And I listened to music, and I headbanged, and I thought about me putting on a wig and dancing in front of people and during a coffee house. And then I decided, I had this line stuck in my head, and I couldn't figure out where it was from. So I typed it in, and I found this monologue, and I learned it, and then I went to auditions, and everyone was like, "Who's next?" Someone else go. Like everyone simultaneously did it. Everyone like suddenly became glued to their seats like it was a part of them. I don't know why. Like all these people are very like outgoing, but the second you get anyone into an audition, all of a sudden they can be the most talented thespian, that's a theater person for those of you who don't know, in the world. And the second they get to auditions, that's why it's called a cold read, dumbass. That's why I love auditions, because so many people get so nervous, and I love when people are nervous because that's when I kick in. Because my superpower happens to be trying to make other people feel better, and what that usually ends up is, you're really funny because you were trying to make me feel better. Oh, that was funny because I was being genuine and trying to hit on you. I got that all the time. It was awesome. They were like, you're really funny, you should do stand-up. No, I shouldn't. It becomes pathetic when you hit the stage because suddenly people are like, ooh, I tried that line in the bar and I got a black eye. But, so I go up, and I do skip through stories, by the way, so just bear with me. A lot of you are like that, by the way, because I've seen a lot of you perform, so don't be telling me after, like, you skip through things a lot, you went on tangents. Because I've seen your people's Tumblrs, and your Facebooks, and your other things that are electronic that I don't have. Yeah, I'm not computer literate at all. So I go up, and Jason goes, oh, I'll go. So he goes up, and I'm sitting there, and I'm really nervous. And all of a sudden, I'm like, that sounds very familiar. Crap. I learned his audition piece. Right, must think of something quickly. All right, it's a show about what? It's people about insane asylum. Okay, I can act crazy, because just open my mouth, crazy things come out. Okay, all right. You know, people find funny when you threaten them. People like being threatened. People like being threatened a lot. They find that really funny. So I climb up there and I decided I'm going to do bipolar and I'm going to threaten people. And to be just completely honest with you, I do not remember what I said because I was literally like 2 seconds from urinating myself on stage. Because I wanted to be in that show so badly, and I will get into that why in a couple of moments. So I get up there, and basically I threaten everyone else who's auditioning for the show, and they clapped! And they applauded, and they were like, that was really good! And I'm like, ooh, you clearly do not get what just happened. This is gonna be awkward when the cast list goes up. Hey Dave, how's it going? How's it going for you? And you're just... Oh! Why would you stab me with a pen? I'm poor. Get over it, I'm taking your part. And then of course I would never, and somehow that would lead to success. Like, okay, I murder everyone else on the cast, listen, I'm the only one there. One-man show. Yes. Oh, that would have been a disaster. Oh, one-man show from Marat Sod. I know, some of you were in it and are like, we saw rehearsals, there was a one-man show. But, so my acting career here. I came here and I had no technical, side conversations. I like those, what was the joke?
You made fun of Tony.
Oh, did I make fun of Tony? Is Tony here? Holy crap, Tony Channel, everybody! He actually came to something! Good God, the apocalypse is coming! Oh. If you know him, that's a funny joke, but if you don't, just laugh. It's fine. So I started off as a technical person because my friend literally saw me in shop class in high school, and I was very good with power tools, and I mean like very good, like, you know, like, you know all those cartoons where they have the functionally disabled kid, like he can count cards for no reason, other than that's the only thing he can do? Like he can't even communicate what the cards are, but he can count them really well? That was me in power tools. Go figure. My dad figured that one out one foggy day when he was like, where the hell is my bone? He like ran out to the yard and I was out there with like the drill and I was like, don't worry Dad, I did it. And he was like, my God, you put that eye bolt in like a professional. Don't touch my tools again. That's called a man law, son. Oh, so abuse is funny. That's real rich. Thank you. Jay, like all the faculty were like, I'm gonna watch the tape of this, and now I'm gonna be like, give me that tape. What happened to the tape? I ate it. No, but I want to see it. You can't see it, Susan! Poor Susan, man. I'm sorry, I haven't taken classes outside of the theater here. Well, I have one Spanish class, but I don't really show up there. And I mean, I'm there physically, but then when she asks me things, the only thing that comes out is like the generic Spanish sentence, which is gato en mi pantalones. And you say these quickly, and every language has those sentences, and God help me, I don't speak other languages, but everyone, God, I don't know why I'm belching now. This always happens every time when you go performing, like all of a sudden you have to pee and you're like, what can I do to get people to think that I'm not actually ditching them to go to the bathroom? I know, everyone close your eyes. Everyone, like after probably about 2 minutes you guys will get bored and be like, oh, fuck this guy, where's the free coffee? I was promised coffee. But I came here with the starry-eyed and I was like, I'm gonna start over and I'm gonna be an actor. Some of you find it funny because you know the people that are actors here and some of you don't get it. Well, we have a very talented acting department. But to get these people to function together, you know that one day a year when the moon covers up the sun? That day. And only that day does our theater department function like a well-oiled machine. It's kind of terrifying to watch, but only then. Don't clap for that, please. I don't want Susan to be like, or Kim to be like, want to take more theater classes? No. Like, but I just... I get in so much trouble for telling the truth. And I do, and it gets me in so much trouble at times. How does this dress make me look? I know what you're trying to do here. You should just hit me now, and we'll get it over with. So I come here with the premise of, I want to be an actor. So I do no tech events. And it kind of kills me for the first semester because all I'm doing is sitting in my room, Tom, and we're playing video games and bonding like roommates do, except now we just kind of despise each other. Because we spend too much time together. You know that boiling point? Like it's like an easy bake oven, like roommate relationships. You're watching the cupcakes rise and all of a sudden that 30 seconds too long is like, no! The perfect cupcake! And it's forever soiled. There's no amount of sugar you can throw on top of it to unburn that bastard. It's gone. It is gone, and you should throw it out and start over again. Making easy bake oven jokes. So, I come here with the premise of I want to be an actor. So I'm like, I tell nobody that I do tech, and I don't show up for any tech calls. And the first audition, like, blues for Mr. Charlie. And I'm like, I have no idea what that is, but I want to be in it because I like the blues, and I got a friend named Charlie. So I show up there, and for those of you who saw the show, white guy quickly, like happily running over to be in that show, really bad. Really bad news. I talked to one person and I was like, I'm so excited to audition for this, and she just goes, actually it was you, Lily. What? you were one of those times where you were like, you were in the zone, and I like ran over, and I was like, hi, I'm David Mann, and you were like, And that's okay, because to each their own. Like, I'm one of those guys that likes to talk to people. There's a lot of people that don't like to talk to people like me. Lots and lots of you out there, and I'm in classes with a lot of you, so I see you in the hallways when I'm like, and you're like, I see you all, or I text you and I'm like, can we talk about this? And you're like, I don't know how it happens via text message, but it does, and it works. So I audition for this show, and I get in. Shocker. Unfortunately, then I get the script, and I start reading the part, and I won't go into the content so much as my character analysis of the character I was playing. I was pretty much me in that show. I was the yuck, yuck, yuck friend that you brought over to tell some stupid jokes, and later when he left, you could be like, what a douche. That was my character. I was the racist moron. And that worked out very well, I guess, because I got cast in Murat's side for threatening people. Go figure. And I get up there on stage and I'm playing a mentally disabled friend. All right. So I've realized slowly that my acting career has aged like milk in the sun. When you start off as that dumb friend and then you just go to that dumb, you can't. There's no coming back. I'm thinking about auditioning for the Greek play, but I can't be I can't do it. I refuse to walk around going, what's your character? I don't know. I don't have any lines, I don't have any stage blocking, they forgot about what I was. I missed like 15 rehearsals, so that's kind of my, what? No, seriously, I love audience participation, so.
You should have seen Passion play.
Oh! There's a can of worms I watched on tape and then quickly hopped on my VCR and went, no! Bad!
The other guys! Get over it!
Yes! Theater people need that friend, and I have plenty of those friends. You know, when I'm sitting there and I'm like, my God, the world is falling in on around me. And my friend, God bless him, my friend named Lucas, he's been like the bluntest guy with me through all of the stupid things I have thrown at him. And I'm like, Lucas, I just got dumped. And he goes, so? But Lucas, I was dating her for 3 years. He goes, open season, dude! And I was like, damn! If only that worked for me.
I feel you. I'm there with you.
All right, Andy Metz, everybody.
Everybody else is sad. I agree.
So, it actually threw me off, because usually I just get, losing.
Would you rather we did that?
No. Well, maybe, I don't know.
Losers.
All right, so we have a balance of the norms. I also enjoy when I go to shows, and I'm happy that you guys are participating, because that's what I love. Because when I go to shows, I hate not talking to the performer. Like, I have that ego where I want to be sitting there, and when they're like, how are you doing? I'm good! I had eggs for breakfast! So talk to me! I cannot sit still in performances, and I feel so bad. So people are like, how was the show? It was good for the first 10 minutes, and then I noticed I had a hand. And then I could do this with my hand. And then my hand turned against me. And I had to fight it off. But the problem is the other hand decided that it too was going to beat me up. And I can't do that on the stage and hold up a microphone at once, so you'll just have to imagine this. So I'm sitting there watching a performance. So I'm sitting there, thank you, Peter. Peter, everybody! That was a historic moment. Pete was actually in some sort of light on stage during a performance. You sir, dodge that like it's your job. Like, as the guy...
happy I'm not wearing black.
As the guy that prides himself, like nobody takes pictures of me, I'm like, I got him to be on stage. By the way, we got that on tape. Susan had the tape. I can't sit still in shows, and I feel really bad. And it's not, my ego is healthy enough that I feel like I could do some people's parts better, but never the leads. Like, I could be water spittoon carrier too. Do a better job than that jerk. I saw him crack a grin. I'm professional. Anyone mind if I take a water break?
Yeah.
Just 2 seconds? Yes?
I'm behind you.
If you mind, someone can have this one. I love throwing things at people because nobody sees. Matt, you have to share that. And let me see, someone in the back there, not Mets, please, not Mets. Seriously, I have the bottle in like the throat and everyone goes, he's not gonna really do it.
Well, you said not me. I was told.
Shut up, Andy.
Nobody likes you, Andy.
I have one more. Which section wants it? That one or mirror? You wait longer.
You got it all over her. Yeah.
That's free. You don't have to pay for that experience now. I should make a t-shirt that I got wet at Dave Mann Standup. Common denominator jokes. I was asked by somebody, they were like, you know, you did really good at the thing, but your race jokes were just awful. Because I don't like doing race jokes because I am white. So not only do I not have any good ones, the ones I do try to tell, they get really offensive. So does anyone mind if I try like one? You're doing, I need the J's agreement. Alright, so I'll try one, just one.
Never agree to that.
And this is a short one. Shh, this is a short one. So this is a race joke. Oh, you people are gonna kill me after I tell this.
No, but Jay will. Yeah. He's gonna call young.
So here's my. That's awful. Alright, so here's the first race joke I'm going to tell, and it's going to be filmed, so all of you at home who are watching on YouTube that you didn't come to see this tonight. You're so busy. So I used to have a fear of hurdles, but then I got over it.
Oh, God.
Because when I do things, you never know what's going to happen, ever. What? Oh, Frank. They abolished that, though. Now it's just tell and we won't listen. So we have two J's and everyone else is going, what was that one? There was a guy in fatigues on stage. I missed that whole thing. I feel out of the loop. There you go, Everett, you got it. I'm okay if I ask later, you guys, so what did you do? Please don't voice back my jokes to me. Please. Nothing kills my sense of humor like, that one that you told? Or this one? You mean the one that I've written down and I tell a couple of that one? Thank you. I'll segue to another awkward subject. Average people. Average people. Oh, poor Andy. He's just gonna get eaten by people tonight. But average people, and it's not necessarily average people that are funny because there are weird people out there. But like average people's responses to things, like watching average people be on the elevator. And I know this joke has been done by hundreds of comedians. You have the guy walk up and, you know, the impatient button presser who thinks that if he just jams on it, it'll eventually go faster, but maybe it won't, but maybe he puts 3, and maybe it'll go faster, or maybe it'll go to his floor, but he wants it to go, and this guy that just melts down and breaks the elevator. You have those people, those are narrow people. You have the guy that walks into the elevator and urinates on the floor. That's what I like to call the Potsdam Friday Nighter. And you have like the people on the elevator who judge the people on the elevator. Those people who just go, you're just gonna press that button and it's not gonna do anything. But of course they say it out loud so that everyone can hear them. And some people look around like, shut the hell up. That guy might have a knife. I also enjoy people that sing in the shower. By the way, if you live in a dorm, we can hear you. We can, and some of you are very good, but some of you are not. And those people that are not good shower singers, the people that do the mix of like, those notes, if you can't hit them, don't hit them in the shower. It sounds uncomfortable. You're like, I love I'm going to digress for a moment. I love the showers in these dorms because if you have teachers that have gone here in the past, they'll tell you stories about what they did in the past, and I don't want to know that. I don't want to hear from the teacher, I had sex in that shower. Forever unclean! It will never come off! No amount of Axe body spray will douche it off my body. Ever.
That's what she said.
Is it? Because she never says anything to me. She just kind of goes, so we're friends, right? Yeah. Don't awe. The people who were awing, like the guys who were like, oh, I just got a handy before I came here, so like, those people that just are very talented. Is everyone bored, by the way? Because I look and I'm kind of over time. Do you want me to keep going, or do you want me to stop? The SES people who have been putting up with my ass now for a while. What?
Keep going. You're good.
Oh, good. The guy that really does not like my stand-up was like, keep going. So average people. One of my favorite moments with average people was there was this kid, and he was sitting in the grocery store, and he really, you know those kids that really want that one cereal? And they want it so psychotically bad, they would give up their arms and legs just for that prize in the box. One of those determined kids. Who was one of those determined kids? Who was that? I know Taylor was one of those fat kid jokes. So
I eat the cereal first.
Taylor, just between you and I, both of you and I were the people that like ate the prize too, weren't we?
Especially the Cracker Jack box.
I know! Those would always go down so smooth, and then
I got some cheap, it was like the stickers. They just went down.
I can't wait for like the day they have to send the camera down. They're like, sticker, small boat, stickers, oh look, a Matchbox card. Good doll out of that. I like that. But so there's this kid in the grocery store, and I'm standing there watching him, and he's standing there with the box of cereal, and he's like death staring it, and he wants it. And I didn't even bother to look at what cereal it was, because I didn't really care. But he's sitting there, he like has death grip on it, and then mom goes, all right, it's time to go, and he just goes, no. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I put the cane back on the shelf, I'm like, I have to watch this. Because when I was little, now my parents never struck me, but they were not afraid to grab me by my scruff of my shirt or my hair and drag me right the hell out of there, because when it was time to go, it was like Chopper out of Saigon, time to go. Like, it was like, we are leaving! Get to the chopper! Coupons to expire! So, this kid again, just his mother goes, now come on son, we have to go. And she does the typical impatient parent, and the kid again goes, no. And he goes back to looking at it, and then he picks it up off the shelf, and I'm like, oh no. Because now, and I make a sound effect, and I'm like, so now there's the kid, like, he's like focused on the cereal, and the mother like looks at me and then looks back at the kid, and she doesn't realize that I'm having any pay attention, because look at me, really? She has no idea I'm even here. She's like, he's probably stoned. So, and I don't do drugs, surprisingly, from who I am and what I do. Like, you would think it was concussions, actually. Which is another story for another day. But, so this kid just, again, and then the impatient, then they lower down to his level. Come on, son, it's time to go. And then the strangest thing I've ever seen, because I'm sitting there and going, he gon' get it, he gon' get it, he gon' get it, right for son, right? The mother takes something out of her purse, and I'm like, is that what the? She clips this leash to the back of the kid's and she clips through, and she leans down again, and she goes, we are leaving. And the kid once again just hugs this thing like tighter, and then the mother just starts to walk. And then I'm watching this, and you ever see like small dogs barking at something when the master's still walking? it got to the strain point where I was just like, and the kid's standing there, and all of a sudden there's just 2 shoe prints, and he is gone. Unfortunately, his death grip on the cereal was not strong enough, so the cereal was just floating there in midair. And I'm standing there, and I'd never seen kid leashes before. Like, what a fantastic solution to all of your childhood problems. Well, my kid's not cooperating, it's not child abuse if I just drag him by this backpack harness thing. But this kid had clearly had this done to him before. So he was like, kid going on death row, he was not gonna go without a fight. So he had gotten pulled right off his feet, and he was dragging, but he was like grabbing onto things. He's like, grabbing things on the shelf, he's grabbing heavy glass jars, sides of things. Eventually, the mother turns the corner and the leash gets stuck. So the kid has like the horror movie moment where all you see is, I'm gonna walk into the darkness by the way with this. All you see is, so like just the top half of the kid and he's screaming. And I'm pondering running over and helping him. But then I figured, there are some child laws in effect here. Because truthfully in court, Your Honor, it was really funny. I said, I'm not going to stand up. I've tried, they don't like it. They don't take us, they don't want to joke at all. And the people at the DMV too. None of that. That's where I want to die, in line at DMV. Just so I can be the reason that jerk who tried to get there like in the last 5 minutes to get his paperwork stamped out for that third DUI he got, he's like, why is this line taking so long? Because I'm going to be on the line, I'm going to be stood up, and I'm going to be dead. And people are going to be like, come on, move! And they're going to fall over. And anytime someone falls over in public places, the immediate thought response would be to like pick them up. But if you've ever been in the DMV, when someone falls in line, everyone freezes and waits for the voice to come over the intercom. Like everyone stops and they're like, oh God. Can I have his spot in line? No? Okay, I'll wait here. I was here the whole time. And I want to be that reason that some like jerk gets like 45 minutes on the line. Again, regular people things, not too crazy. You know, dying in the DMV, nothing crazy like that. Also, dancing like nobody's watching you. Love when people do that. Love it, love it, love it, because I'm usually that guy that like happens to just like I'm gonna go eat some chips and oh God! Oh, why are you belly dancing in the living room? You know those friends who like do inappropriate things and you walk in on them and you're like, we will never speak of this. And we will be stronger for it. Let's see. So my family, determined people. Should I keep going again?
Yes.
Yes? All right.
6 more minutes.
6 more minutes?
4 more years.
Oh my God. So many bad jokes. So my family and friends, love the ones that are like really determined and like really want things like serial kid, and they really want whatever they have. I have some family members who are so determined. So for example, I know that my family has a history of some sort of kind of threatening disease, because every time you mention those, everyone at the dinner table gets really quiet and like really, they just... Nobody has diabetes here! Some of you are laughing about that while I'm trying to think of what next to say. No, but seriously, like you have people in the family who are like, we don't have diabetes, we don't have heart disease, or we don't have high blood pressure. Really? No one's that defensive about it. No one else can define the word heart palpitation without having heard it from a doctor like 6 times. So clearly somebody's got something because somebody talked to the doctor. But I have one family member, and God bless him, he'll be sitting there and he'll be having like a heart attack or something will be wrong. He'll fall off of something, and I mean like just like deathly hurt, like his leg will be like this. They'd be like, just toss me a beer. No, don't call the ambulance. Like, and like, so, for example, they'll be having like a heart attack and they'll be sitting there like, and the only reason they'll stop going, is to be like, don't call the ambulance. Don't you dare call my doctor, that jerk doesn't know anything. So not until they pass out, that's when our family usually gets medical care. Because then we don't feel as bad. We're like, we can just throw them in the back of the truck. Got a live one out here? I wish we could do that in my family. We don't have trucks because our family all chooses really bad cars, Fords. I hate that car so much, and it's going to be the death of me. Like seriously, I love the noises it makes because I can diagnose it. So I'll finish off with one last dual joke. I piss off the 2 most important people in your life, and everyone's lives. You're a doctor and you're a mechanic. Because those 2 people dictate how much money you're going to have ever. If you ever go to see them. So, for example, I've seen my mechanic now so many times that we both know what the noises mean. Because it's a Ford and it's a piece of crap. So, for example, right now my car is making about $100 noise. When I was driving home, it was making like a $2,000 noise. And the engine temperature thing went like all the way to hot. So I kept pulling over every 5 minutes up here in Potsdam. By the way, nicest freaking people ever, because I'm pulling over and it's like raining and I'm dressed like I usually do, which is shorts and no coat. And so I'm standing out there and like, my friend Angelina, poor her, she's like, can I have a ride? And I'm like, yeah, sure, nothing catastrophically bad's gonna happen to my car the first time you meet me. So we're driving along, car breaks down, and like every 10 minutes I'm like having to dump out more antifreeze and coolant in my engine. Dumb me doesn't check if there's a leak in it, so I've gone through like 8 gallons of the stuff now, and I've stopped at every gas station to buy more. This is how stupid I am, and this is why the mechanic loves me. Because he's like, you drove it all the way home, didn't you? And I was like, yes I did. He's like, excellent, good. He's a really honest guy. He too went to Morrisville, which is why I hope he never watches this tape, because he liked Morrisville. Because the next time I go, he's going to be like, something was wrong with your engine. What? I dropped it. And he could do that, there's nothing I could do. But the other person I like to mess with, and in conclusion, is my doctor. Now I figured the same thing with my classes. Since I'm paying to be there, I'm going to have fun too. So, for example, and now he makes me wait like 45 minutes in the waiting room. Like I will set an appointment. When I call, let's start off with that. Hi, this is Dave, man, I need to... Yes, I'm sure I need to see the doctor. Yes, I know who this is. When is he next available? 2 months from now? Good. Don't you... Don't you cancel on me. And they'll like hang up on me at random because they'll be like, hi, it's Dave, and they're like, no, we will not have him here, because I make jokes to everybody. Like, I'll walk around to the receptionist and be like, so, taking any sexy blood today? And then, like, in this poor receptionist, she's like, I don't get paid enough for this. So I'll be sitting down there with my doctor. Now, I've never done the big stand-up, like, once I make it in comedy, I'll walk into my doctor's office naked, because then I can afford the lawsuits that will occur. But, so, like, I've never done that particular jokes, but I have, you know the surveys where he's like, how much do you drink? Are we doing the American system or the metric? And he's like, humor me. gallon? Oh, you want weekly? Oh, that's like keg. I love that. And then like he's like, how much marijuana do you smoke? And I'm like, how much marijuana do I smoke? He's like, marijuana? And I'm like, I don't know what marijuana is, but I'm just gonna say 4 packs. And he's writing this stuff down. I don't know what he's writing for, like, smart ass son of a bitch. My favorite one, and I felt most creative because of this one. He goes to me, are you sexually active? And I thought a thought. A thought so ingenious that even he had to walk out of the room after I said it. He goes to me and he goes, are you sexually active? And I went, is there a wants to be checkbox on there? Can you call somebody? Do you know someone? Because this ain't got nothing. Stand-up does not pay the bills, and nor does it satisfy the physical cravings. Needless to say, he walked out of the room and walked back in. The other 2 favorite things I like to do with him is I like to sneeze randomly for no reason. So David, how are you feeling? I'm good, how are you? And like, I'll switch up the sneezes, so I'll like, and I'll wait for him to get really close and I'll sneeze right in his face and get the stethoscope thing, because I love that. But,
What the fuck, Susan?
What? I was going like this.
Susan, what happened in the last 5 minutes of my stand-up video?
I told you to wrap it up.
This means keep going. Oh, Susan. People will have to settle for my other 4 or 5, depending if you find my bass playing funny videos, or seeing me on September 22nd.
Well, that was an hour I'll never get back.